Hello, Keiko, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, right, I can hear you also. Okay, um, how are you?
I'm okay.
All right. Health-wise, okay?
Health? Yes,
Yeah, feeling fresh, feeling okay, not tired.
yes.
Okay, then mentally,
Mentally okay, I guess.
this is the math day. Okay, this is the math day. Okay, okay, sounds good to me. Any updates that you want to share with me?
Okay, for this week, right? We allocated like certain subjects to like each day of the week, but then
Mm,
I suddenly got like a lot of invites to go out and all that, so I had to switch the days around. So today I thought I was gonna go out for dinner with my friends, but we postponed it. But because of that,
mm,
I decided to do paper two today for math.
ah, a
And then
paper. Okay.
and then
Mhm.
tomorrow I have to watch my friend's performance, right? So uh tomorrow I'm gonna do chemistry instead. Then paper one for math will be on Friday.
Wait a minute. Wait, no, no, no. The switching
Yeah,
out is fine now. The switching out is fine.
yeah.
But first of all, why are you doing paper right now?
Uh I felt okay, so I realized after our tuition um on Sunday
Mhm.
that I'm actually not very rusty lah for
Okay.
math.
Okay. All right. Sure. Good.
It's just like really long time never do, but once I actually start doing it, right, I'm okay. Not that bad.
Right. So faster than expected. Right. Sounds
Mm,
good. Sounds good. And that's the reason why you fast forward to papers.
yeah. And yeah, like when I did the papers, like the vector and functions question, only the really weird difficult ones I couldn't do lah, but like the basic ones,
Fair.
uh
Definitely.
yeah, can get
Yeah.
the full marks.
Definitely. Sounds good. Um, is paper. How did paper two go today?
Oh, my statistics is quite solid.
Good, expected. Good, good, very good. Still a
Uh
very good thing. Mhm.
probably need to uh a bit rusty on probability, only a bit, but it's not
Right,
that bad.
right. Understand. Okay, okay. And that's normal.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And then how about no, no, that's fine. That's fine. Now, the events lah. The events, how you deal with them, right? The events would be um one slot. Yeah, correct. There are 3 slots per day, right?
Mm.
The events will be 1 slot or 2 slots.
Uh, Initially it was supposed to be 2 slots, but I managed to merge everything into one. So
Oh, what? You mean you merge 2 events into 1 slot?
no, okay. Today I was supposed to go out for dinner, right? But then we decided to go for it tomorrow. And tomorrow evening, I'm already going for my friend's performance.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah.
oh, you cram 2 events into 1 slot. Wait, that's better than expected lah. Usually, one event should take 1 slot. If if we are in the mood of finding excuses, then one event becomes 2 slots. So excuses to ourselves, lah, of course, right? But you're saying that 2 events into 1 slot? Really? That's what's happening.
Uh, I mean, okay. Tomorrow's afternoon slot, I'm gonna push it forward a bit lah to like
Ah,
one.
yeah lah, something like
Yeah.
that, right? Just try not to incur, I don't know, too much, quality reduction lah, right? Okay, but or being too tired. But other than that, yeah, actually, yeah lah, maybe 2 event in 1 slot is too optimistic. Maybe it's actually 1.5 slot, you know? Never mind. No, that's still better than expected. Because these things happen and it will be 1 event, 1 slot on average lah, on average. okay, on average. Which means one day of good study is worth 3 events. If you think about it, that's why I'm not very worried if you don't just anyhow do it. You don't seem to be anyhow doing it. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. And I think having 3 events, 4 events in a month of holiday is already minimal. Again, if you do it properly, you will not sacrifice too much, no? Because 4 events is 4 slots, something like that. Something like that. And 4 slots is 1 1/3 of a day, so to speak, right? So
Yeah.
that's my advice, lah. Take the events. Just be, how to say it? Just be, just be wise with it, right? Okay. All right. Anything else that you want to share?
So far, no.
Mhm.
Nothing.
So, if the goal is achievable, right? That's what I feel, that's what you're saying, basically, right? The goals are currently achievable. And then you'll have your camps, and then you'll have your events. So, Daniel, I can see you, yeah? Let me update the goals. What are you most worried with right now?
Literature.
Literature.
Yes.
Oh,
It's still the same thing, but
right,
not as concerned as last time. Just worried about how long I can last doing this. Yeah.
And what do you mean by that? Sorry.
I mean, I did decide to kind of read through the whole book.
Correct. In 20 days,
Yeah.
right. And is the book really not that enjoyable or anything?
It's not enjoyable, but like I mean it is enjoyable, but can be a bit draining also
Yeah.
at the same time.
I get what you're saying, and I don't get it why. Yeah, I don't get why. I'm because it looks short to me, 3 chapters. I don't get the why. Oh, because you update your notes every time you read, right? That's what
Yeah.
you're doing. Oh, I see. Oh, I don't have much comment. Right, I don't have much. Other than I think you are doing, unless there's a change in method lah. But I feel that this seems essential, right? This seems to help you in the future. If you have done this,
Yes, it will help a lot.
correct. Like you're laying groundwork. So how can we discount groundwork, right? I should actually encourage you lah. I should encourage you, and the method seems fine, right? I mean, yeah, whatever I can do to encourage you, tell me lah. Yeah, that's all I can say. Okay, but really lah, persevere lah. I guess persevere. Right. So, what do you want to do today? You think about it, because you seem to be successful in most cases. So just think about it for a while. Well, Daniel. All right, Daniel. Okay, I can see you. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Let me just go to Jamboard. I'll put in all the questions.
So physics 2, right?
Is this space? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'm there already, so I'll follow you there. How's your IA? Now I remember. How's your IA? Any feedback?
Feedback.
Yeah, from your teacher.
No, nothing from him.
Right. Are you settled with your eye? Is it done for you?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay. All right.
Basically, all the questions that are circled are the ones I need to see.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll just follow. Right.
There is quite a few.
Mm.
Just I'm not reading.
Okay, I'll do the job of making it bigger. Yeah, you just paste it in. See that you've been doing some work. Wonderful, wonderful. Right. Okay. Okay, cool. Have you
Okay,
thought
this is
about?
the only one that I couldn't figure out after looking at the answer key.
Oh, you pasted something in the Jamboard.
Yeah.
Is it? Sorry. Let me do that. Let me go there. Sorry, connection a bit slow in Batam. But yeah, okay. I respond a bit slow. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay. So I'm seeing some things, Daniel. Okay, all right. Okay, got it. Okay. 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 Let me think about it for a while, Kiko. Yeah, this will take some time. But this is the only question you have. Oh, you got 7 marks. Wait, what am I? You're already getting 7 marks. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just the last step. I don't understand why they did.
Okay. Then I probably don't need to bother lah. Right? Okay, just focus on the last one. I'll try. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah. Okay. So Daniel, I am at page 11. I'm sorry. Question 3 lah. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Can I write something here? Nice. All right. So let me just confirm. Sorry. Do you have anything to clarify?
Last picture.
I'm sorry. The last
Yeah.
one. Which one? Which one?
I'm still uploading pictures.
Oh. Right. Okay. You do that first, then. Oh, tell me when you're done. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Done.
Okay. So in question 3, which is page 11, anything to clarify first?
Okay. Just question 3 and 4.
I know. For question 3,
Understood.
anything to clarify first?
I thought it was A. Why is it not? Why is it D?
Okay, so let's talk about your FBD. Sorry, red color. This is your FBD lah. And FBD requires you to draw every force that is affecting the guy. I take it that this is your friction, and I take it that this is your weight. Correct?
Yeah.
You have one more force that you're forgetting. They even tell you
reaction.
Right. So
could
you draw the normal reaction? So at least I know you know the direction. What is normal? Because it's not this one, definitely. That's not the direction of the normal. Nice. That's the direction. Good. So just to confirm, there is no other force involved.
Gravity. Yeah, no, nothing.
Okay. Now let me clarify, since you are supposed to know static friction, right? So do you know that the force of friction is dependent on the normal? Dependent on the normal, and you just put a mu here. That is the formula of friction. No? Would that be okay? Do you know this?
No.
So it is low. So it is, which is a bit weird. I also don't expect that you study static friction coefficient, but it is not very complicated, low. It is this thing, low. Right? So I think we'll be using it.
Friction is equal to static times normal.
Yeah, meaning the friction depends on the normal.
Force of friction.
No, the small f is just informal way of writing friction, small f. So friction is dependent on the normal force, and the mu adjusts for it. Okay. If this seems new, well, let's see whether it helps us, because I think we have to use it, I think, right? Okay, so now again, the normal is like this. The friction is perpendicular to each other. Just wanna confirm that, right? And then the W is like that. Okay, and then we have the theta, which is the theta is in this case here. I think. Yep. Okay. So we are assuming that the object is not yet sliding. Begins to slide means, you know, at the verge of sliding. Let's just put it that way. So nothing is moving. It's just almost already. So W, I will put it this way. W will need to balance normal. And W will also need to balance friction. That means nothing is moving, just barely. Does this make sense? Is this what you're thinking? Let me confirm. Is this how you think?
Yeah.
All right. Then I go on and balance the normal with the weight and the normal friction with the weight, right? So I'll be using theta. First, I'm interested in this part of the weight. Okay. That is going to be, oh, the triangle doesn't help a lot. The triangle that we are supposed to use is this one. So I'm going to draw a new triangle. This may seem confusing, but this is the triangle that I'm supposed to use. And within this triangle, this will be the theta, right? With the help of that triangle, I can figure out this and figure out this guy, and then I can figure out that guy. And this guy would be W sine theta. And this guy would be W cosine theta. At this point, I think it will be quite easy already. So normal will be balanced with the weight cosine theta. And then friction, which is mu n, will be balanced by the W sine theta. And then by working that out, it should be okay. Am I somehow doing things differently than you? Could you please think about it for a while? Think about it for a while and then ask your questions, right? Okay, cool. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Keiko, can I confirm something?
Yeah. Yes.
Is this is supposed to be, I'm sorry, oh, Jambon, right. So your final answer is supposed to be a correct step. Am I correct?
Yeah.
But you do not know why they continue to simplify. That's your problem. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And they simplify by simply ignoring, yeah, to a certain way. Yeah, they simplify by ignoring one of the plus minus. I think they ignore the plus lah. I think lah. They take the minus. Am I correct? Something like that. And therefore they can simplify. That's how they do it.
Seems like it, yes. But
And why would they ignore the
I
point?
don't know. This x needs to be positive. Now, first of all, x needs to be positive. X cannot be negative. Yes.
And b needs to be positive, right? it is easier to look at the bottom one, b square minus 1, because then I can say b square minus 1 will always be positive because b is bigger than 1, right? I'll recast it that way, right? So I will have the b square p plus bp over b square minus 1. And then I will also have the positive one now, which means that's minus bp's. Wait, no, that's a positive. Positive b square minus bp lo over b square minus 1. And there is probably a very good reason why we ignore this guy. Just give it a thought for a while. Give it a thought. Okay. Daniel, what do you think? Why am I different? What's your question?
I got into the tangent, but I figured out tangent. I don't know why n is cosine and not sine.
Right. I believe it's because I'm using a different triangle. I wasn't trying to use the big triangle. I think it's a mistake. But I was trying to use the smaller triangle here, which I make, and it still has theta in it. So I am trying to use theta, but I'm not trying to use the big triangle. Let me confirm that you were trying to use the big triangle.
I don't know what you mean, but yes, I was using a triangle.
Right, which is this big triangle. Am I correct? That was what you're trying to use.
No.
Okay. Could you please tell me which triangle to use? Because I think it matters a lot here. If you could explain to me what you use. Right, okay. There's the friction, right? Okay, there's the friction, nice.
It's n
is a 90-degree. Okay, so n is pointing up. Okay, great, nice. That's good. Right, and then there's W, right? W, which is just simply pointing downward. You can do all this. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense for me. This is also a nice thing to do. Totally different than mine. Nice thing to do. Now, where is theta? Where is theta? Now, what makes you so sure that is the theta? You tell me.
If you just eyeball it, it's opposite because N and F have 90-degree.
No, I mean, if you're lucky, then I'm happy lah. But why isn't this the theta? There's only two options. Why not this one? This one you cannot just
like I don't know. I just felt like it.
Good luck. You have a 50-50 chance to be correct and 50-50 chance to be wrong. Good luck.
Yes.
Right?
Please tell me how to get it correct.
I really have to. But the other question is, how come you get this right? You were lucky that you're right and still get the answer wrong. Wait, I don't get that part. You are absolutely correct. And yet you're wrong. Wait, what?
I got tangent and sine using this method, which is B.
Okay, you tell me first. You tell me the math first. So, okay, this is correct, right? So tell me, how did you arrive at B? Again, what do you do?
I just labeled it. So I cannot. Wait. Why is it not? I can't zoom in.
Because the picture is always very annoying. So I'm going to remove the picture up, right? So that you can actually zoom in. Right? The picture is always an annoyance. Oh, goodness me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is so bad. Okay, I've removed it temporarily. I'm putting it in the next page, right? So go ahead. That's why big pictures are not the best.
So W is hypotenuse. Therefore,
correct. Yes.
F is opposite.
Yes.
N is the adjacent.
And yes, correct. So therefore,
you want to find your coefficient of static.
Using math, right? Using your math.
Over N.
Okay, sure.
Which is tangent. Because Picasso. That's my logic. Then she do the same thing for N we F over mu, which is opposite of the hypotenuse. Wait, mu is. Oh, it's opposite over. Yeah, then this part doesn't hold up. Let me see.
You probably could just use the W because the answer contains W and G. Maybe lah. Maybe using the W will help you, right? Okay. Okay. Keiko, have you figured out maybe a reason why you can just ignore
I
that?
don't know. I tried like substituting numbers in, but like it's still positive. So I don't know why they.
No, wait, you're right. No, the top guy can be positive, isn't it?
Yeah,
Both can be
sometimes
the same.
B is more than 1.
Because
So-
B square, yeah. Because let's factorize the P out. So it's not that simple to just which I should just factorize the P and B, right? And that will reveal it, right? Okay, like that. Right.
Wait, I confused myself. Yeah, so F1 tangent. I don't know how to find that one now.
Okay, wait, then, yeah. Okay. No, actually your tangent theta is correct. And I actually agree with you. So we are either both right or both wrong, right? Then for the n, right? For the n, to keep it the simplest way, isn't n simply W cosine theta? This is another way to look at it. W is the hypotenuse. So this guy is always W cosine theta, and this guy is always W sine theta. I kind of use this quite a lot. It's one of my favorite techniques. If you can understand it, that would be very nice. It would be very nice. Can you see that? If you cannot, I'll go through it again. It's a very nice technique to have.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Okay, all right. People get it differently, but there you go. And this is why the answer is D. At least to me, the answer is D. Your triangle is great. I like your triangle. Just how to answer. You okay first? Now it's time to explain why the theta is there. You okay first?
Wait, sorry.
Sure. So Keiko, yeah, let me check one. Yeah, I would definitely do that in first place. I would definitely do that. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I guess the first question is this: how come you didn't even simplify? That
I
would
didn't know what to reject.
Oh no. Rejection and simplifying is a different thing. Even if you don't reject, you can simplify one. No way?
That's true.
Right. So let's start from that thinking. Okay. Let's not think about rejection, right? Let's not think about rejection first, because sometimes that's not the right thing to do. Right? Sometimes. Okay. Let's think about simplification, right? Can you simplify?
I mean, we can
simplify, right?
separate it.
Yeah, because the top one you can factorize PV out, and the bottom guy you can factorize, and you know there is a chance of simplification. But let's not reject. Let's just keep both. That's fine. For now, that's fine. Keep it. Okay, and the bottom guy you can factorize, right? Quite easily, right?
Hello.
Yes. Hi, Daniel.
Yes, hi, I'm back. Okay, I get what you mean. I completely forgot about the conversion.
Okay, and I can assure you that cosine thingy is a common technique useful one. Okay. Now, shall we talk about why it is theta? Something
Why is
is
what?
very the theta is there. Why theta is there?
Oh yes, sure.
Right. Okay. So how should we explain this? Okay. Let's just do this. So I'm gonna make it a dot dot dot. That's the RAM lah. That's the RAM, right? The RAM is like this. This is theta, right? And then originally your F would be here. Normally people will draw your N here, right? But you shift it down, and I'm okay with that. That's the N. And then this has to be the W, right? So I am putting the RAM and your diagram at the same place, even though they are talking about different things. Your force diagram is force, and the RAM is definitely in meters. We don't even know what meters are, right? So by this diagram, we will know which theta. So again, by superimposing both, right? This is your 90 degree, and this is your 90 degree. Now, can you see just like that where the theta is? To me, it is quite obvious because I realized something.
I mean, yeah, it's between W and N.
So this one, why is this not theta? There's only two options, right? Why is this not theta?
It doesn't match the shape.
Oh, I have a better answer.
Okay.
This is not theta because shape can fool you. In exam, it's not the most reliable thing. I rarely say this, yeah, guess because we are all visual person, right? So this one is 90 minus theta, man.
Yeah.
Because of the big triangle, man. 90 minus theta. Yeah, this must be theta lah. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm doing the advantage that these two angles are the same in blue and red. 90 minus theta. Got it. Okay. I know where theta. It's important. All right. Okay. Any other question? Right. Your question is not terribly easy lah. So I'm glad that you can understand. Now, question 4. I'll delete the rest, okay?
Yep.
Now, what's your problem with question 4?
I was just staring at it for the longest time. I don't understand what the questions are. Like how to answer the question.
Fair enough. What topic is this, you think?
Chapter 2?
I'm sorry, you're saying? Sorry?
Chapter 2.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just very specific, especially just this MCQ lah. The formula, the topic, whatever is a very specific one. Tell me what's chapter 2? Like forces, is it? Not specific enough lah. Okay, let me give you the keyword. It's collision. The moment you see the word collision, it's 99% certainly that guy won. What is that guy? No idea. So small p. What is small p? Not pressure.
Momentum.
Yes. Collision is almost certainly good with momentum. Have you considered momentum?
Okay.
The change of momentum. The change of momentum will be your impulse, which is your F delta T, and your F delta T is your F average. I'm just throwing in the formulas that you will need first. So in this case, that's why you have an average force. You will be able to calculate using a few of these. Can you try first a little bit in case you know how to do it? In case it's just a matter of don't know the topic. Just a little bit. Let's try it. Okay, cool. I see. So let me think carefully. P is positive, right? Okay, cool. B is positive. X is positive. However, must B be bigger than P? Oh, no. B must be smaller than P, right? So let me put this.
I chose subbing in this one.
So B must be positive. Yeah, I was looking at it. Will that help us? I was just thinking about the constraints from the question's perspective. So I'm writing them down, correct? BXT must be positive, right? Also, B must be smaller than P, correct? Must be smaller than P. Wait, let me think for a while. Sorry. Must B be smaller than P? Wait, I'm sorry. Wait a minute, that's not guaranteed. Am I missing something here? When B is 2. Why does it matter, Keiko, that B is 2?
I just tried subbing in a random number.
Which is totally fine. Which is totally fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter in the final answer. That's so weird, right? Oh my goodness, what am I talking about? X must be smaller than P, right? X must be smaller than P, correct? Yeah. So which one is smaller? My goodness, this is a simple requirement, obviously, right? Correct? Right, correct, right? And I think that's what the teacher is thinking. One of them is bigger than P. That's why it got rejected. I think that's what the question is doing. The answer key is doing.
Oh, I have to consider that much. Okay.
Oh goodness me. So this is rejected and this is a yes lah, of course lah. Of course lah. Of course. This is the hidden requirement lah, right? The hidden requirement, which is the hardest thing to figure out. But if you continue until this level, you only lose 1 mark. As it stands, I guess you did lose 2 marks lah, or 3 lah maximum, because you didn't simplify. I think that's the bigger concern. Why didn't you simplify so that it's easier to see? I think that's my concern. Make sense, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. As for the hidden requirement, fine. I have more experience finding it. Fine lah, fine. But you can learn before the last mark, right? I wouldn't be pressured to do it. I think I would let go of my mind, just try lah, right? As for why this is rejected, I think, wait a minute, both. I reject the wrong one. This is the one that is supposed to be rejected. I'm sorry, this is rejected, and this is a yes. I'm sorry. Right? Do you see why?
I think
B,
so. Yeah.
Yeah. B over B minus 1 is a multiple of B lah, right? This is smaller, making the P smaller. So yeah. So this, yeah. That's I think the reason. How do I know? No, I'm just trying to figure out the hidden requirements, and it is I think only worth 1 mark. So don't be too pressured.
Okay.
Right. Don't tell me you're very stressed by it. Are you?
Not really.
That's the attitude lah. Yeah. You worry about it, but don't be too stressed. Right. Not difficult to see lah. Daniel, any first step? Any first step for you? Any?
I'm done.
Oh, you're done. Oh, you're done. No, you did something. I'm very happy.
I got it.
Oh, so the missing thing is the missing topic lah, and the formula, I guess.
I think I'll try to use Suvat.
Yeah, which is a total misread lah of the topic, right?
Yeah, okay, can.
The keyword is collision. The keyword is collision, right? Moving on. Wonderful. Hey, your basic skills are not so basic, yeah? Not so bad, not so bad. Reading is not always the easiest thing, right? Page 13, right? Page 13. What's your problem with page 13? Sorry.
How do I find this?
Let me think for a while. Okay, so
What do I do? I know I have to add up all the stuff.
So I mean, I don't mind this guy. This might be useful, right? Might be. And the other guy will also be useful. I just put it here first lah, because I see vaporization, so I think this guy will also be useful.
Wait. Let me
Yeah, why are you not doing that? Right? Yeah, I'm a bit confused. And this two thing does not have t, no time, which the graph is time. So I think we need one more. I think lah.
How do you find the C for the liquid?
This liquid substance, let me see what one.
How do I find the C? Yeah, I think that's my biggest problem.
Oh. Okay. So the answer is this. Sneaky question. Yeah? H2, this is HL physics, right?
Yeah.
Oh, physics, sneaky question. So we take it that this is liquid and this is gas lah, correct? This is the vaporization with this liquid converting to gas, correct?
Yeah.
You notice that if you ask the word C, first of all, it doesn't directly answer the question, which is the power. I mean, it would be nice lah, it would be nice. But you have another problem. You need the C here, and you also need the C here, which, by the way, they are different. If you have to really find the C, go ahead, right? At least decide one. But if you could just take the advantage of this, if you could just do that, maybe you don't need the small C. Maybe you have been misleading yourself the whole time. Maybe. Please try. Right, Keiko. Okay, there's a page 11. Tell me, okay, explain to me what is your problem. Oh, that's a nasty thing. Right.
Yeah, I don't know how to handle the modulus.
Yes. It is always by drawing. Always by drawing. Do draw. Really do draw. So again, how do you, no, the simplest technique in handling modulus is this will be the plus and the minus version, right? Correct.
Yeah.
So if everything else fails, would you try drawing the positive one and then the negative version, and then kind of think about it after you draw? Give it a try, and you can substitute A with a number as long as it's not 1, okay?
Okay.
Right. Use GC to your advantage. Daniel, what do you think? Am I making any sense? Maybe don't focus too much on the C in this question. Maybe not.
No, it's like just automates card. I know, but the second, then the bottom will be flat. Or make card is flat, card is C. But it's better as much as possible. They always say that.
Might you need more hints?
I'm not talking about that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm literally gonna erase the C first. I'm literally, so that it doesn't block your mind, right? Okay, erasing it. If I'm wrong, we'll just come back to that. Is there any formula?
Oh, wait. Let me see.
The C really is blocking your mind, right? It really seems like that. Okay, Keiko. Okay, nice. What A do you use? Just tell me. What A do you use? A2, okay, fine. And where is the nice. So from
I think I get what you mean.
yeah. Which means you only have to worry about one shape lah if it is an absolute, right? Yeah. Now, for some reason, you get what I mean after you draw. I didn't even explain. I didn't even know the shape of the. I mean, I suspect it's a quadratic lah, yeah, but I didn't know the exact shape. Right? I didn't know. Right. So do that. You are slow in using visualization. You are slow. Right. But clearly that helps you, right?
Yeah.
Right. Is it okay, Daniel? Any progress?
Got 2000 watts, which is not like any of the options.
Okay. Now you tell me how you get the Q first. What did you use? The Q is the Q and
0.6 times 200,000.
So this one, right? I take it that you take this section, right? So the Q is 0.6, yeah, times 200,000, which I totally agree, which will be 120,000, right? Okay. And what do you do for the power? Tell me. What do you do for the power? Because this is joule, right? Joule is not power, right? This is energy. For power, what did you do? Daniel, any idea?
120,000 joules. Watts is so divided by 60.
You divide this by 60 seconds. No, I'm sorry. You take the time randomly out of nowhere lah. Whereas it is right in front of you.
Is it?
It is right in front of you. The time to use the 120,000 joule is right in front of you.
Divided by 40.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
yes.
randomly use 60 lah. Don't, please, don't. Because the vectorization only helps in the 40 seconds. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
And that you will get the answer. Does that make some sense? I feel that you are focused on a certain thing lah, which the question expertly avoid. The question is tricky. The question expertly avoids what you want it to be. I know.
Mm.
You okay? All right.
Mhm.
All right. So, Keiko, the question is okay lah, is it? You are done with that, is it?
Yeah, it was just
Okay. Good. Remember to use GC, your good friend, yeah? Good friend. Okay, question 15, is it, Daniel? Am I
Yeah.
correct? Question 15. Right. So we'll go to question 15. For some reason, oh no, this is not chemistry, obviously, right? This is what we talk about with Ananya, right? Oh, no, this is not difficult at all. Okay. I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna draw 5 levels, right? 1, 2, 5. Should be better like this. 3, 4, 5. So this is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. Okay. The emission happens when electron drops or when electron jumps up. Daniel?
Down.
Right. Now, this question means how many ways can it jump down? Let me count for you. Let me start counting, but you have to finish the counting lah. This is one jump. Okay. This is the second jump. This is the third jump. And this is the fourth possible jump. Each will give you different frequencies. Make sense?
Yeah.
This is not the answer. It's more than 4. Would you kindly figure out the remaining possible jumps by drawing, I would argue. Keiko, just to confirm, no more questions?
no. The rest is just like algebraic manipulation.
As weird as this will sound, yeah, my recommendation to you right now is go on with your plan. Accept some disruption in your plan. Events are disruption. It's a positive one because you at least are spending it in other positive way, right? If you want to think of it as a reward, feel free, but I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that even though it is a form of reward, I don't really care about that part. I care more about look at how relaxed and well planned you are, and by doing that, can you still achieve your goal properly? Are you cutting corners or not lah, basically lah. Okay. This is a time to try that, right? I'm not saying that You're saying?
For chem and bio, I mean, I haven't had the chance to.
Oh, you should lah. No, you should. You
Yeah.
should. I mean, yes, you should do that, of course.
But I think that's the one that I'm more concerned about actually.
Correct. So even though math seems to be, hard, and this is currently less hard, you have other things to worry about. I'm not saying that go to the extremes. Accept as many events as you want, or study as hard as you want. I mean, if I do this with proper planning and with good intention and with prayer, do I really need to work like a slave? Something like that is what I'm trying to say, right? So work properly lah, but if relaxing properly is something that you can do, I believe it will serve you well in months ahead. Okay, so I'm trying to say, right? You have a certain leeway to do this lah. Yes. Right. Now, having said that, let's still do something in the remaining 10 minutes. Right. Okay. If you have it. Right. Daniel, are we okay?
Yep.
Are we okay?
Yep.
Okay. Then how many jumps can there be?
Uh, 10.
Wonderful. I'll match my drawing with you, right? I think so too. There's the third one, there's the fourth one, and there's the fifth one. There's seven, and then 8, and then 9, and then finally 10. I will do it in that way. All right. Okay. Wonderful. This question, okay?
Yes.
Okay. 17 then, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. Right. Okay. Not supposed to be the most difficult thing. Right? What is your problem here? Do you?
I think it's more like an understand, like theory question.
Oh, goodness me. You don't have this graph. Okay, I'm not being. This is not fair. Wait. Oh, it is not. Is it fair? Okay. You probably have not seen this graph. So the question, instead of helping you, is confusing you. Huh. Okay, I'll go with full theory lah. So I'm supposed to show you a graph, right? If the question says a graph, but I don't think you have it, right? So I'll go full theory lah. Who's the guy? Who's the guy in the nucleus that threatens to, well, blew the nucleus apart?
What?
One more time. You only have two guys, right? Neutrons and protons.
Yes.
Who is the guy?
Protons.
Okay, and why is that so?
Because there's too many of them in the nucleus.
I mean, stable nuclides do have many number of proton, but tell me why proton is the threat, not neutron? Because proton
Have positive charge.
and they will repel each other. Simple, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the strong nuclear force, in theory, you can never see this force. You can never, right? This is like you have faith in the theory at this level, really. The strong nuclear force is between neutron and neutron, or proton and proton, or proton and neutron. Any idea?
No.
It will be
No,
between
no.
all of them and no explanation given.
Strong
So,
nuclear force is between everything.
so neutron with neutron, proton with proton, proton with neutron. So even proton and proton helps. So if only they can get close enough, the strong nuclear force kicks in, even with proton and proton. But even in that, but please remember, in that such close range, the repel also becomes crazy tough. The repelling force is also crazy tough. It's just that the strong nuclear force is even crazier. Plus, still happen with neutron, and neutron, proton. So I mean, we kind of get help, right? So the enemy is proton, and the friend is neutron, proton. So far so good. That would be the summary. Stable nuclide phase, it doesn't blow apart lah. And unstable nuclide means something blew apart, no? Not violently, but something kena eject, no? Is that enough knowledge? He keeps saying neutron versus proton. And he say stable. No?
Yep.
No idea. Okay.
Nope.
Okay, you have to, right? So Newton number, proton 20 over 20, okay? 20 over 20 versus proton number, yeah. And then 20 versus 21, and then 20 versus 22. And in this case, in page 15, which one will be the least stable one?
20 over 22.
Because proton is the enemy, right? Even though it contributes to the strong force, it also contributes to the repelling force, right? Okay, something like that. So this one is maybe this is the unstable one, and maybe this is the stable one, right? Okay. So if you plot a graph like this, oh goodness me, without the graph, it is so difficult to explain, isn't it? So you have another one, 40. Oh, this is so difficult to explain. This is calcium. No, this is boron. No, this is heavier than boron, right? Let me try one last time. Okay, which one is the most stable one?
Forty.
40. Actually, I believe this one is probably the most stable one. Most stable. Does that make sense? It's also most stable.
Possibly.
Possibly. We don't know. It's all by it is by experiment, but I mean we can deduce kind of, right? So I guess there's some logic in this, right? So by analyzing all this, for example, 2020 and 4140, oh, that's the stable one. Or this guy is the unstable one, right? By analyzing that, that's what the graph means, roughly, right? Will you conclude that the strong nuclear force is very short range? Would you be able to, is that a logical conclusion?
I guess.
How about C and D? By the way, C and D, you think is possible or you think it's not possible?
I think maybe not D, because alpha decay is the gold foil one, right?
Yeah, kind of. That there is that experience. Yeah.
Not this experiment.
So maybe not D. Okay, maybe not. I would agree with you, right? That's the easier way to prove rather than this whole junk, so to speak, right? Okay, so no, quarks and leptons is it possible to just analyze based on neutron versus proton? Did they even mention that in quantum physics?
So
I don't think so also, right? So based on just our very sparse knowledge, maybe C and D no lah, right? So it's just left with A and B lah. Now let's talk about B first, right? About B, the increase of binding energy per nucleon with proton number. So mixing graphs. Right. Can I just can I do that? Can I just get you the graph? No, you don't have the graph. I know you don't have the graph. How am I supposed to explain this to you? Right. Sorry, yeah. Let me skip for a while, and if I need to get you the graph, then I'll just get you the graph and just be done with this. It's not a very, it's a very rare graph. I'm very surprised that you talk about it. Okay. It's very, it's why, right? Why do they do that? Right, question 21. Okay, while you're doing question 21, I'll get you the graph, yeah? Oh, we don't have. Oh, we can, right. Okay, what is your trouble with question 21?
Question 21.
It's in the next page. Keiko, are you okay so far?
Yeah, I'm just reading a bit.
Is it literature?
No, just looking at the math.
Sure.
Oh wait, no, I got it correct. Never mind. That's correct.
21 is fine. Good. Was wondering why. Okay, good. Then the next
23?
question is 23. All right, looks confusing. And what the, oh yeah, okay. Do you know what graph is that? Do you know what graph is that? I mean, they tell you. Yeah. And the graph is, generally more detailed, right? It is more detailed than that. Okay, right. Okay, so they tell you that this is a double slit experiment, which is correct, right? Which is correct. And then this D, never mind, I'm just going to draw. So here's a single slit, slit. Okay, and then the D will be this guy, yeah, this guy, right? D. And then you have a formula. Okay, you have a formula that talks about the relationship between wavelength, this D, this different another distance, and then one more thing. I'm trying. My point is, you don't seem to be writing that formula. Would you please find or write or see whether it exists in your formula booklet?
There's no double slit formula. There's only single slit.
That is so weird. No way. Wait a minute. No way. Are you sure? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Let me just double check again.
What? That doesn't make sense. What? It comes in different forms, but it kind of looks like this. The letters will be slightly different. It looks something like that. Small, yeah, around like this.
Is that a sine theta?
No, the sine theta is the single slit one. Usually. No, really? There's no.
1.22?
This resolution.
No,
right?
that's the Rayleigh criterion. That's a resolution. If you don't mind, you just share your screen and the slides. If you're looking at the slides, just share with me just to confirm that you don't have this. Then I'm very confused already at this point.
I'll send on WhatsApp. Is that okay?
Sure thing.
Because my iPad's with me. Yeah. Wait. Where is Samsh?
All right. Aryaf and Keiko, can you see? Hey, Aryaf and Keiko. Sorry. Aryaf and Elliot, can you see?
Yes.
All right. So Elliot, Aryaf, can you see?
My Wi-Fi is a bit bad. It's taking really long to load stuff.
Connection issue?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's okay. Do per normal, right? Do per normal. Now, this is our last meeting before trip, so let's still use the best of it. Elliot and Kakak Brian. Oh, sorry, maybe Elliot. Yeah. So Elliot, what are we doing today?
Still binomial.
Totally fine. Are we going ahead? Is that what we're doing here?
Yes.
We are not doing homework, right?
I mean, like
Oh, we are, right? We haven't finished homework, right?
slowly building up to like the harder questions.
Oh, please do. No, please do. That's the whole point. No rush. If that is what you're doing today, totally support. Okay. Kakak Brian, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, then breakout room. That's the right thing to do. Elliot and Kakak Brian. Okay. Oh my goodness, wait, I forget, right? Okay, wait. There is a reason why today can be 45 minutes, right? Do you prefer that we see each other on Thursday? Yeah, sorry, why do I think that today is 1.5 hours? Sorry, do you prefer that we see in 45 minutes on Thursday?
I mean, I'm only doing paper 1 on Friday, so maybe it'll be better if we just see each other on Sunday.
Okay. Wait. Wait.
Okay, wait. I think I'll see how my chemistry goes first, because I'm doing it.
Correct. I want to
I
know
forgot.
I want to know your chem and bio one.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just see each other on Thursday first, right?
Okay.
Because today no problem, right? Okay. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, Daniel. Let's see. Right. No, that's the single. That is double, but that's not what we need. No. Wow, you don't have it. That's so weird. What are we supposed to do here? Let me think. Let me think of it. Oh, I get it. Wait, what? Okay, I get it. I think I get it. Wait, what? But why would they ask you here? What? Daniel, can I simply see your slide? It's very weird for me that they ask this here. Do you have your slide?
Slide.
Yep. Do you have slide?
Let me see.
If they want you to know this, they should show you a certain comparison. But where is it?
I don't have chapter 9 slides.
And why is that so?
It's not on my iPad.
You have no way to download the slide? Yep. Can I just explain it? Yes, I can. Wait, if I can. No, maybe I can explain it for the formula. Maybe. No. Oh, I can. Never mind. Okay, fine. Okay. Let's focus on this one. Arya, tell me when you are in, yeah? So that no, you can.
This 9.2.
Maybe, but if you could show me, that would be easier.
Did you post a new Jamboard today or meant to use our own?
Just use the old one. Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't post a new Jamboard in usual one, right? Jamboard is yours. You make a new one, like you maintain the old one, right? You treasure it as you do.
Yeah, there is something. I'll put it in the same slide.
Sure thing, right?
16.
I believe I can explain it without the slide, but if you could have the slide, that would be great. Okay, Arya. Okay. Will we have a video today, Arya? Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm trying. Yes, no, this is what I'm trying to do, right? This is what I'm trying to do. This guy, right? Okay, so okay, I'm gonna use that. Right? This is pretty simple, right? This is similar. Okay, let me reorder this guy. This one is in your formula booklet, right? So I'm gonna reorder as lambda over small d, and then it will be equal to sine theta over n. N will be the, how to say? N will be the number of the order of light and dark, right? So the n increases, right? So should we bother about it? No, we don't. We don't have to, right? So no, this is exactly the same, right? Yeah, but you don't need. No, you don't need it. You don't. Right. Okay. So what it goes is like this, right? So when the lambda over d is smaller, so this one is bigger and this one is smaller, correct? Okay. It means that it means something like, if I use a very small wavelength and a very big distance between this, so this is big, right? Then I will get this guy lah, correct? Small over big lah, right? If I use a very big wavelength and I make this distance small, then I will get this lah. So far so good? Am I okay so far? Okay, now Daniel, this is the N0 and this is N1 and this is N2, right? And then I am going to overlap the single slit interference graph, which kind of looks like this. If this part doesn't make sense, then this question does not make sense yet to you. So the single slit interference will look like that. It is a very clear overlap with the double slit one. Right? Am I making any sense right now? Okay, then the double slit one, which is a lot of this, is not guaranteed to have a lot. You can actually have a double slit that has lesser peaks in here. So I'll give you an example. Sorry, a bit confusing. I'm going to draw a lot of things. So I can have a double slit result which looks like that, kind of like that. Only the overlap will still be the same, but I don't know. I can have it done. And whether I have the green one or the original one, it actually depends on the lambda over d. That is what this question means. Okay, there's a lot of words to say, something rather simple. Are you following me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so compare this n equals to 1, the n equals to 1 of the green one, and the n equals to 1 of the original one. They are clearly at a different position now, and that different position is determined by sine theta, if that makes sense to you. In the original one, the sine theta is actually smaller, right? And in the green one, the modified one, the sine theta is actually big for n equals to 1, if that makes sense to you. Right? So the sine theta The sine theta for the original one is lambda over d, right? So that means if the original one, if the original one is the sine theta is small, that means the lambda over d, small d is smaller, right? That's what it means, right? And when the green one, the sine theta is big, so therefore the lambda over small d is big. Am I making any sense? I'm hoping you catch the answer. Any idea? Any idea?
Not really.
Okay, right. Don't blame you. The question is complicated. The original graph that he's drawing to you, first of all, means that lambda over d is small. I'm going to choose B or D, and I'm going to dispense with A or C. Will this be okay first?
Yeah.
Okay,
then
because if the lambda over d is big, I need to have the green guy, which is not lah. Okay, I have the black guy, which is clearly something very small. Okay, got it. And now the question is only whether the single slit diffraction is negligible or not. Meaning it means something very simple. I actually have double slit, but is it looking more and more like a single slit? I just put it roughly that way. Look. Make sense? Okay, that's all. That's a very rough cheat that I'm telling you. So look at the black guy.
Right? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I would say that the black one is more negligible compared to the green one. The green one is approaching the blue one, so to speak lah. So I will answer D, the big D, something like that. Okay. Arya, do you have a video? Okay, I can see Ainesh. Ainesh, I can see you. Right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so okay. So Daniel, things are getting more crowded. Would you please cut and paste your own question? It'll make it easier to discuss, right? Okay, I can no longer do that for you, yeah? Just single out the question that you want to discuss. Right. So Ainesh, back to the question, right? We'll just continue from there. Arya, will we have any video, Arya? If not, just tell me.
It's connecting.
Okay. Why don't we forget about the video? Just take picture using the question and just do the question.
Yes,
right?
that's the problem. My phone keeps disconnecting in this room, and when you ask me to go to the other room,
yeah,
in that room, the Wi-Fi in that room is not working. It just can't connect.
Why don't you go to a place where your Wi-Fi is not a problem? Is it possible?
My laptop is charged. I mean, wait, let me see how much charge my laptop. Okay, wait, my computer. Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, right. So for Ainesh, I have copied the question to page 9. Then you're gonna figure out the monomer of polymer B lah. Now it's a polymer B lah, right? Polymer is the easy one. Okay. Now look at polymer B. Is there a repeat or not? If there's a repeat, could you please single out the basic stuff lah, right? Ainesh in page 9. Okay. So Daniel, are you copy pasting the question? Because I can no longer do that for you. As in only the question, right? Make the picture bigger, right? Okay, easier to work with, like what I did. Right? Would you please do that? Yes, Daniel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't know, like I say, I don't have the option to crop images.
Oh dear, right. Okay, this will be a bit slower. Let me do that, but this will be slower, yeah.
Just zoom it out of the frame.
No, and then you will
Like
have
that.
very big trouble writing, remember? That's
I'll do
always
on
the
one half.
problem.
I'll have the other half to work with.
Okay, right. I would strongly recommend next time just take a picture of the question only, lah, right? Okay.
But there's
Currently,
multiple questions on this page.
I know, just still single it out, lah. Single it out for discussion, you know, for the sake of discussion, lah, right? Okay. So okay, very nice, very nice. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Right. So Ainesh, very good. Okay. I'm going to go with Ainesh first, yeah. Daniel. Ainesh, let me now explain why the answer is actually like this. So there are two monomers, two different monomers. Right. This one, the monomer will actually be something like this. Yeah, this will probably be the hardest question they can ask you, right? And the blue one, the monomer will be like this. So I've just given you the answer, Ainesh, because I think you have to understand it and then redo it. Do you understand what I did? Okay, Daniel, question 24, right? Okay.
Is there a formula for pendulum?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I was surprised that you just don't use it. Definitely, definitely.
What chapter?
Definitely.
Where? How? Where?
The
find this?
oscillation one, the oscillation one. Oscillation? Oscillation. The simple harmonic motion or oscillation?
Circular motion? No.
No. After that. No, like no, way after that. No. Oh, sorry. Depend on your order, but
Nine. Oh yeah, simple harmonic motion.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
inside,
see it. I see it.
yeah.
The
Okay.
T equals 2 pi.
L over G root.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Equals 2
And go ahead and try that. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. Go ahead and try that. Your questions are all tricky, man. The one that you asked me, lah. Wow.
G is what? Gravitational?
Gravitational constant. Yeah. Small g. Yeah.
So it's saying mass does not affect the period.
That is what he's saying. Yes. He's correct. You're correct. And that is true, lah. True, lah. Okay. Ainesh, do you understand why the answer is two monomers? First thing first. It's not just one. Very, very likely it's two monomers.
Yeah.
Okay, got the answer.
Oh, wonderful, Daniel. Okay, just a minute. Secondly, Ainesh, do you understand why the monomer, not the modified one, the monomer is now this and then that lah? Do you understand?
No, I don't understand why you have the OHs.
Because there is a certain reaction that happen when they connect, right? And I have identified in my experience, no, I'm sorry, what am I talking about? I just see it lah. This is clearly an ester bond reaction, because the ester bond reaction will result in CO and O. The CO comes from the carboxylic part, which I think is there, and the O comes from the alcohol part, which I think is there. If this makes sense to you. I'm gonna redraw the reaction. Okay. Right, there you go. Gone, H2, disconnect with that. There you go. You have the what do you call it? You have the polymer, the esterification. This is rather new, but we covered it in the previous MCQ. You have to understand this. Please take some time.
So if there's a double bond with O, it splits into OH.
A double bond C with O is a very telltale of a previous carboxylic. Correct or not? That's the only identity group that you know have C double bond O.
Yeah.
So you certainly need to suspect there is carboxylic acid originally, which is what I did.
Okay, but then so then you just assume it's OH.
Correct, because the only thing that react, because you only learn 3 reactions to polymerize. The second one is the esterification. So carboxylic and then must be alcohol. It's that simple actually, the thinking process. In the syllabus, that's all you need to think about. If this makes sense to you.
Yeah.
If I were to clear, can you redraw it, please? Okay, redraw the 2 monomers. Okay, Daniel, right? So what is the problem with page 20? Question 25. Constant. Which topic is this? Like, which topic is this, by the way?
Doppler effect. Moving source.
Probably, yeah, probably. I will agree. Probably, right? So, yeah, the answer is definitely D. Definitely what? Definitely. Oh, you don't know. Oh, you don't know.
Just
Oh.
D.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes. So let me explain in theory first, and then let me show you the video so that you believe. It's much easier to be believed by the video. But let me explain the theory first. When he is approaching you, the sound gets louder. Make sense? The sound gets louder. The frequency did not change. The frequency will be higher when approaching to you because the sound is being compressed. Make sense? The source is approaching you. The sound approaching you is being compressed because of that approach. But the compression happens at a constant speed. So the compression is constant. So constant frequency, higher than normal. That's why the frequency is constant. The sound is getting louder, not the frequency. And then when it goes away from you, the sound will progressively get smaller. But the decompression, right, of the frequency is also constant. So it gets a lower constant frequency. That's the theory first. Can? So that's B. Now let's see the video. I'll just find the video for you, and then you hear it to believe it. This one, you hear it to believe it. You don't have to believe me. Better see for yourself. Just a minute. I have to find the thing. This question is not that rare, so I hope that you will settle it, right? Doppler effect, train, or I don't know, maybe ambulance. I think ambulance more. Maybe this.
Wait, so would the graph in C be correct if they ask for like decibels? Like how loud it is instead of the frequency?
I think that makes sense because obviously the decibel will increase, obviously. But that's not Doppler effect. That means they rarely ask. You are, however, correct. You're, however, correct. Maybe they'll combine. Maybe they'll combine Doppler and amplitude. Okay, so maybe it's useful. So I'm looking at the video right now just to make sure that. Okay, it is a reasonable thing. Are you? How do I say? Can you hear pitch well, Daniel? Can you hear pitch well? You need your pitch hearing.
Pitch.
Never mind. Just hear the video first and see if you agree with what I'm saying. Right? You need to hear it to believe it. Ainesh, any drawing in page 9 or paper? Maybe paper even better. Come on, Ainesh. Come on. Ainesh, don't. Come on, Ainesh. Right. And Arya, is the problem settled or we still cannot start?
Yeah, I moved to a new room.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. if you cannot have a video, just send me a picture using your WhatsApp, please. Like we have to work with technology here, right? And then just let it do together, lah. And I'll see you next month after this, right? Let's just do some question, right?
Okay, I
Can
listen to it.
make sense? All right. Yeah, remember it lah. It's more experience, Okay, good. Right. Still a good question to ask. Still. Wait. We still have the same page. We still have questions, isn't it? Okay, never mind. Okay. Move it. Okay. Question 27, right? Yeah, it's the Millikan experiment, right? Okay. Right. Okay. Very easy to. Yeah, I guess you would want to know this, right? Okay. So, okay, let's do that. Okay. So constant velocity means no acceleration, right?
Yeah.
No acceleration means sigma f, which is equals to ma, is going to be equal to
0.
Yeah. Can you accept that first? That's the first thing. This is going to be sigma f equals to 0, which is the up forces will be equal to the down forces. That's what it means. Yeah, that's the starting point. That's the starting point. So they are going to equal, and then we now see what's happening. So this is a two parallel with a very small hole. So I can drop the oil droplet here. Ding, 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 like this. Okay, there you go. So I talk about the oil droplets there. And then what are the up forces and what are the down forces?
Up is weight. Down is weight.
I agree with you. There will be weight, and then the upward one will be. I mean, at this point, we only have this as an option, right? C, right? At this point, correct or not? But I mean, let's just go through the whole process. What's the up process? What's the up forces? Come on. Figure it out, okay? I want you to figure it out. This is a good revision, okay? Not okay with you not knowing. Anesh, are we okay? Anesh?
I'm drawing it on paper, then I'll send you a picture.
Okay. Could you please on your video?
Sure.
Okay. Arya, have you taken a picture?
This answer is C.
The answer is definitely C because of equal I mean, they set up that way But why is that C? Why is there, mg is there because of weight What the heck is this big P and Q doing? It will serve you well if you know why for the other question. Again, I ask you, what's the upward force here? Who is this guy?
The upward force is from the electric field.
Right. So it is electric forces, right? And what is the electric force? Please revise or look at the formula tablet.
Oh, wait. Electric
like
force is
recall something,
Q.
right? Yeah.
Is it Q? Okay.
Yeah. K what? Small k something. Okay, I'm looking at it. I'm
KQQR square.
Okay, Ainesh.
Yeah.
You're drawing the monomer, not the modified monomer, right? You're not, right? If you're drawing the monomer, then no need to draw the bracket and no need to draw the n, right? The bracket and the n is for you to draw the polymer. This question is a reverse, isn't it? It's asking you to guess the monomer from the polymer. It's a
Wait, so
reverse
the answer is the one without the bracket.
without the bracket and also without the dangling hand. Actually, this becomes wrong because you draw the dangling hand. It doesn't make sense at all. So not just the end, the bracket, the dangling end must also disappear. Because look at your C. Your C currently have 5 hands. Totally does not make sense. Correct or not? Does this make sense? Okay. So this is a reverse question. That's why I say this is the hardest they could ask you lah. Okay, that is good.
Teacher, I put a question in the Jamboard.
Yes, I was waiting for it. Now, this is not the only monomer, Ainesh. So draw the other monomer lah. Right. Okay. Yeah, Aryaf, I'm not. Oh, finally I see it. Right. Okay. Do you have a question? Is that what you want to ask, Aryaf?
Yes.
Okay.
How do I do
so,
this?
Now, how do you find now? Before you do that, I will ask you to find this guy, right? This guy, and I will also ask you to find this guy. I'll call this Z, and I'll call this Y. Z and Y is easier to find. Can you try that for me? I mean, I guess there's a shortcut lah, but just find Y and Z first lah. Right. Daniel, what's the formula for Fe? Electrical force, come on. A bit of revision will be very helpful.
KQ over R squared.
No, KQ1, Q2, KQ1, Q2 over, right? There's two Qs, there's two Qs, right? And in this case, what's the big E? The big E will be, because the answer only have big E, it don't have KQ1, Q2, R squared, right? So what's the big E? That's the electric field. Okay, let me remind you, field is similar. Yeah, only this one. That's an E. So force is equals to big EQ also can. And that's why you see the question and the answer like that. Would this be okay?
Yeah.
Right. I am combining the electrical force thingy and the sigma F1 because the sigma F1 is indeed universal. Okay. I still owe you one question. Okay, is the next question 29? Okay, let me check the other. Ainesh, do you have the drawing of the second monomer?
Almost done.
All right. Maria, can you find Y7?
I found out that CDBO is a parallelogram.
True. However, you are shying from the hexagon. You're really shying from the hexagon. Now, why am I saying to you this? Because the Y is the internal angle of the hexagon, and we already talked about how to find internal angle. If you forget, let me remind you. Go and use the hexagon, not the parallelogram yet lah, not yet.
It's a triangle, right? Something about triangles.
Oh dear. Okay, so the hexagon, any internal angle formula is n minus 2 times 180. Right? Back then you were using pentagon. Remember, this is hexagon. Hexagon. So pentagon is comprised of 3 triangles. So 5 minus 2 3 lah. If this is now hexagon, then this is 6 minus 2. Simple, right? So 4 times 180. Would this be okay so far? That is the total internal angle. Correct? Now, how do you find Y?
Then that divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 because hex, right? So go and find that first. And then we proceed from there. Right. So Daniel, Y. Oh, okay. That's the Y. What Y0? Right.
I think it's wrong, but I'll send this to you.
Oh, please.
Also, I didn't have space, so I turned it.
Okay. Do send it. Okay, Daniel, I have difficulty understanding the question here. Oh. Okay. Got it.
Why is the answer 0?
Yeah. Sorry. I was trying to figure out why I was very confused. I think I can get it. Just a minute. So, Ainesh, the second molecule, the second monomer will be the remaining guy. I mean, you didn't get it right, but let me help you a bit. Right? I'll help you by doing this first. This is the first monomer, which gives you the first answer. This is the second monomer. Now, you're not drawing something straight to the point. Please try one more time. You're supposed to draw this and figure out what happens at this end. Remember carboxylic acid, alcohol, thingy. Remember that discussion? This blue guy is the carboxylic origin or the alcohol origin.
Carboxylic.
Yep. No, carboxylic is the one you draw just now. What? The C001.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
The blue one is the alcohol. Complete the blue one, right? Anyway, Aryaf, you are definitely correct. Do you understand?
Yay!
Yay. Next question, please. Yeah. So I understand your problem. Let's ask more of this question until you file, because you're not comfortable with the internal angle thing. Let's try more. Let's try till you get it. Right? Okay, right. So let me explain it this way, Daniel. Okay, so I'm drawing something similar. Oh, my Jumbo. Oh my goodness, yeah, the question is tricky. Wow, the question. Yes, you're saying? Yes. Daniel, the question is doing everything he can to just trick you out, I feel. So this is a test of your basic. Now, this is another rotation, which is, please notice that what I draw is different in some way with what your question is presenting to you, correct? It is different in some way.
Yeah.
Now, if this is how it happens, my drawing, the EMF will not be 0. It will not be 0. Your drawing confirms 0. Why? Why? Figure this one out, then you'll be better. Wow, tricky question. Okay, Arya. Arya, do you notice that this is no longer a regular hexagon? Hey, wait, is this a hexagon or not?
No, it's a polygon.
Yeah, how many sides? That's the important thing.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 or 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
Oh, it's 6. So it is a hexagon, but not regular, correct?
Yeah.
The total internal angle, the formula still works or not? Not regular.
Yeah.
So use it then. Use it. Ainesh, we're going very slow, yeah? So are you going to fix it or not? I keep begging you. Should we just stop here?
No, it's because I just don't understand. I keep looking at the reactivity series to try to understand.
Why are you looking at the reactivity series? Sorry. Why are you looking at reactivity series?
Not reactivity series, sorry, the big C. I don't know what
Big
you call
C,
it.
right. Okay, so one more time. One more time. You at least accept that there will be 2 monomers holding hand. You accept that, right?
Yeah.
And this is a reaction which is likely to be the ester reaction. You also accept that, right?
Yeah.
Lastly, you accept that this part is carboxylic acid, which, no problem. Okay, correct? So therefore, originally, the blue guy is alcohol because ester, correct? Originally. So does this N look like an alcohol to you? Does this N look like alcohol?
No.
Okay, make it an alcohol and you're done with the monomer because they're asking for the original monomer. Does that make sense? Then you would have found the original monomer for them. Working backwards. Okay.
Yeah.
Daniel, what do you think? What do you think? Any idea? Any idea?
Is it zero because it's induced?
No, I think it's a
No.
much trickier thing. I think it's just a very.
Is the B field the wrong way around?
You can say either the B field is wrong or the coil turning is wrong. Either way, that's the same thing lah. You fix one.
The B field is like 90 degrees off.
Kind of from the turning method lah. From the turning method.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the reason, but I don't think you understand fully. Yes, sir.
I can't say for sure.
Right. Okay. So now let me just try to make it very clearly because turns out your questions are super tricky lah. Right. Very, very tricky. So the magnet is actually a thick magnet. Okay. It's not a thin magnet like this. So I'm just going to make it very clear. The magnet looks like this. And therefore, the B field is not flat. It is a 3D, a full 3D thing. Can you accept that? It's a full thickness thingy. And that's what a real magnet looks like. It's almost everything. Can? It's not like one flat panel like this. It's a very misleading drawing. Originally, it's not like that one. Can you?
Yep.
Now, imagine the rotation of my coil. My coil is flat. The coil is flat, admittedly. Yeah, that's my coil. Right? But I'm rotating the coil this way. Right? Now, do you know what flux means? Flux is the penetration of B across a surface, right? That's all flux means, correct? Are you okay, Daniel? We're revising a lot of things here. Daniel, are you okay?
So I say yeah.
Right. So in my position, in my coil position, when he's not turning yet, is there any penetration of B on the coil area? Any penetration or not?
No.
Very good. Very good. Now the coil starts to turn. Imagine that lah. Imagine that. When the coil starts to turn, is there any penetration? Yes or no?
No.
Yes, there is. Imagine again. Anesh, I fix it for you. Can you understand what's going on?
Wait, then where the big hexagon go? Oh, okay, never mind.
Are you okay? The red one already drawn at the start. Separate it. You're drawing two monomer. Why are you combining the two monomer ostensibly? Why? Separate them. You're supposed to separate them. Remember, we're working from the result to the original. We are saying now that original has two monomer. Something new that you have not encountered before. Fair enough. That's why you try to force it into one monomer. No, there are two different monomers and they work hand in hand. Totally new for you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, can you accept that? That's the new thing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Copy paste the next OChem question and let's do it. Let's advance. Aryaf, the total is 720, correct? Need I give you a clue? 720 is the summation of this, and that. Correct or not? That's the summation becomes 720. Correct, Aryaf?
We go to question 30.
No, Daniel. No. It's still 29 unless you want to skip it. I feel that it would be dangerous to skip it.
I think I get it enough. It's okay.
You sure? Then
Yeah.
tell me why the original setting you have is 0 EMF.
Because the B field is not in the right direction.
And what is the effect of the flux then when the B field is the wrong direction?
It doesn't cut the flux.
The coil. Now when the
It
coil
doesn't cut
turns,
the coil. Right.
so when the coil turns, does it cut? When the coil turns, does it cut in the question's position?
No.
Very good.
It
It
cuts
never
the wrong
cuts.
way.
Yeah, so it never cuts.
Yeah.
Because it never cuts, it never have a change in the flux, EMF 0. In my subsequent drawing, when it starts to rotate, it cuts gradually. So there's a change, therefore EMF. That's the reason why. Okay. Very tricky question. I really hope you get it. I really hope you get it. Okay, this is the level of question you have to deal with. Yeah. No joke lah. Okay, I am at question 13. Ainesh, the next question, please.
Okay, I pasted it in, but I don't know if it's
Yeah.
okay.
Aryav, at this point, just do it on paper, please. Right? Just do it on paper. Don't torture yourself with mouse, please. Just do it on paper. Right? Okay. Yeah, definitely. Oh my goodness. Right. So Ainesh, cycloalkane. So turns out your OChem also no joke, lah, right? Cycloalkanes are not part of the syllabus. It's not also the syllabus of the local. But there is nothing wrong with this question. Every time they give you a new thing, they are obliged to give you just enough information. Right? Would you please try this question, facing the fact that, wow, this is new. I will start by drawing the cyclohexane. Would you please try that? That would be helpful. Wow, your OChem no joke.
It's pretty much what we're doing for the whole of next term, probably.
So I guess hopefully that's a good thing, and hopefully if you do this, you will pass. You will pass. Okay? You will pass. So take heart and please try this question. Okay, so Daniel, you're asking about YC. Huh? Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let me confirm, Daniel, that the B is cutting the area or not. Let me just confirm that this is the area. Is it cutting the area or not?
What? Sorry.
In question 30, is the B cutting the area or not?
Yes.
All right. Then the B is not changing. Yeah, there's no rotation also, yada yada. Nothing at all. The only thing happening is that this rod is moving inside. Right? It's very easy to happen. Just have a wire like that and put a wire on top of it. You have it, then you can move freely. Okay. Now, when the rod moves,
I got all the way to V square over R, but I'm just trying to find where the B square and the L square.
Precisely.
It's BL or B square L square.
Can I just explain it to you?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of explaining it, right? Okay. So when this rod moves, the area shrinks, right? The area shrinks, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So when the area shrinks, what happened to the flux? Anesh,
I don't know.
draw the cyclohexane. Right. Okay. So okay, Daniel, I think you forget all the fluxes. When I explain, you didn't get it also. Right? So I'm going to draw the fluxes. Then again, this is an abstract chapter. So I draw some fluxes behind to illustrate that as the guy moves, I will have less and less flux in the area. Here, it doesn't count. Do you know why? the guy left behind does not count. Do you know why? Anesh, don't delay. Just draw the cyclohexane, please.
Yeah.
Daniel, the guy in the back doesn't count. Do you know why?
So it decreases.
No, because it is not part of the closed circuit. So it doesn't matter, if that makes sense. The only one that matters is the closed circuit because we're trying to generate current here. So this will never have a chance to generate current. So their presence doesn't matter. As you move the rod forward, you get less and less flux in the area that matters because the only area that matters is the one in the closed circuit. In this question, I can at least say that. Right? Does this make some sense? If it doesn't, do tell me. Arya, are you okay with the question? But I cannot follow you, man.
I got an answer of 19.7667.
But is that the answer?
No, like I got 19.76666667.
I know, as in, I don't know, as in, have you checked the answer key? It's not a nice number, like, but have you checked the answer key?
I don't have the answer key. I'm taking it from my paper.
Let me show it to you because
The test paper.
in case you make a mistake, right? So 6x, 8x, 14, 21, 25, 30. So 30x. And then minus 6 plus 14 minus 8 is exactly 0. I don't think you get 0 lah.
Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't see this.
Right. Yeah, so you
I didn't
fix
see
that.
the -8.
Yeah,
Oh.
you fix that and you may get a better answer, right? Okay. Daniel, are you okay? Or I mean, we can skip the question first lah if you want, right? Because I remember that the foundation is not very strong here lah. So might as well we go and explain it, right? Right, we can explain it in Thursday lah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's skip this, but let's come back to that. Let's definitely come back to it. Now, is the next question 31?
Yep.
All right. So this one we also talk about. I think that one you get more definitely. I agree with you. This is I pick right here. Nice. And I'm not sure. Right, so tell me what's the average power? The average power certainly will be using the RMS, right? Because RMS is another concept of average, right? So the average power will be IRMS times VRMS. Will this make some sense? Which will equal to I peak over √2 times V peak over √2. This needs to make sense, and I hope it makes sense to you. Right, so Ainesh totally agree with your cyclohexane. Seems reasonable. Do you think you can, predict the general formula, predict the boiling point? Wow. Yeah, all the full thing right here. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right. Would you kindly predict and then go for 1 mass of mole? Right. Oh, wow. Nice. Right, so you got it, Arya. I hope it's quite satisfying, yeah? I hope it's quite satisfying, right?
Yeah.
Good. Try one more question because I still have to remind you to use the 720, right? Still not very comfortable. Try one more, please, today, and then we'll call it a very good holiday. Daniel, am I helping you?
Can you stop for today?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Sorry, you're saying?
Can you stop for today? It's been 2 hours already.
Oh my goodness, why? I'm so
I
sorry.
think
Why don't we stop?
My brain's not working.
No, I agree. I'm so sorry. Why are we not stopping? This my apology. I'm sorry. Next time, remind me to stop at 1.5 hours. Sorry. Obviously. No, please stop. I'll see you on Thursday. Okay. All right.
Yep. Wait,
Okay. Okay, connection is not good. I mean, I say Thursday and you look surprised. It's because Sunday you're not there. I mean, is this like something to discuss?
I am there
do-
on Sunday.
What do you mean by? I'm sorry, you are in on Sunday. What do you mean?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, I didn't see you on Sunday. Wait, did I miss something?
Oh wait, yeah, you didn't see me on Sunday. Okay, so
Yeah,
from
I was
Thursday.
waiting for you on Sunday, and you weren't there, so I just make the assumption, Ken, on
Oh
Thursday.
yeah, sorry. Thursday I cannot make it. I have dinner at someone else's house.
I know you're a very busy person, so what about the Sunday?
Last Sunday,
Yes,
I was also out for dinner.
right, a very busy person.
It's my
I
friend's
don't
birthday.
mind.
It was my friend's birthday celebration.
No,
Yes,
I
sorry, I
totally
forgot to
support that.
update you.
I totally support that. So what will happen? Think about it, okay? You think about it and tell me on WhatsApp. right?
Sunday we can do a bit longer because today we did
You-
2 hours.
Sure, you tell me how long you want to do on next Sunday lah. I mean, I like you Sunday lah. Okay. All right. You tell me on WhatsApp. I'll see you. Bye bye.
I'm done.
Oh yeah. Oh, the next question you're done. Okay, now this one's. Oh, okay. Okay, now you're comfortable. Oh, this is easier, right? This is easier, and you're comfortable, right? You're comfortable. Good.
Yes.
Good, Aryaf. I think you're getting the hang of it. Hopefully, 1 month from now, you're not very rusty. I still want you to enjoy your holiday, yeah. So let's see what happens. Okay, we'll meet on the Sunday before the school starts. Understand?
Okay, bye-bye.
Happy holidays. Okay. Now, Anish, come. So the prediction is 90. I'm not sure, but it seems very reasonable to me. It seems very reasonable to me. I like the prediction. I wouldn't know for exact. Now, how about A1? How about C?
Yeah, I'm just using my calculator and second.
Oh, okay, sure. Whoa, Anish. Wait. The 42, 56, and 70, do you know that they give it to you?
Oh my.
What are you doing, Anish? I'm glad that you get it right, lah, but read the question.
Yeah.
Now, cyclohexane. Okay, we're waiting for cyclohexane.
At least I can do that.
Yep, at least you will probably be able to do that. Yes. That's a good thing. Yeah, let's be positive. This is not easy, and you're doing a good job. Let's be positive, right?
What? Why is it not 94? Why is it 96?
Why is it not 94? Why is it 96? How many C? Just to confirm.
6.
Okay, so 6 times 12, right?
Yeah.
We got it. And then how many H?
12.
12. So 72 plus 72 plus
That's
12,
84.
which
Wait,
is
sorry, yeah, it should be 84. It should be 84.
so
Oh, I added another 12 accidentally.
okay. Yeah, in the one that matters the most, you are wrong. Okay, just be careful with the math. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that will be, is that C? Sorry, which one are you doing? Are you doing C or what?
No, I was trying to fill up the table first.
Oh, right. Okay, which you almost gonna answer C. Okay, so good. So there's 84, there's 90 degree, all sounds good, right? Please do A1 and do C because you're in a very good position to do that.
Okay. Containing N carbon atom. What does that mean, man?
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I see. This is like some primary school equation.
Yeah. So like generalize it, Okay. If I tell you there is a 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or N, you tell me, the likely formula, right? Okay, see N, that looks great. Yep. Yeah, to me that looks wonderful. Okay, that really looks wonderful, right? Part of your work lah, you were working on it, so that's why you can see it clear. Good. C, please.
Wait, the mass is 84. Right?
Because times the 84, yeah, 84 gram though. Don't forget to write 84 gram. I mean the table kind of says that. So good job lah, really good job, right?
Yeah.
The D
Name
one,
one.
D, you have the capability. Will you be able to answer it? You have the capability to do D though. Even though cycloalkanes is not part of the syllabus, but isomer is.
Name an isomer.
Correct. And for 1 mark some more, suggesting that it's supposed to be simple. Even though cycloalkane is never part of the syllabus. True. Even though.
I don't know.
Hello. No,
It could be.
okay. No, stop. I want you to get it right, okay? I want you to get it right. Now, remember our discussion about isomer, that it is similar, right? So I break it down. Something is the same and something is different. What is different between isomers?
Something like double bond. Oh.
No. You were doing the isomer question just now, remember the MCQ? And then you correctly identify the isomers. Correct one. And why do you think certain things are isomers and certain things are just the same? Because
they just move it around and try to trick us.
So what is the same? What makes them the same?
Having the same structure.
And isomers mean the same structure or different structure?
Similar structure.
Different.
Yeah.
Different. Okay, so different structure, but the same something. So what makes isomer? Different structure, but the same what? What was your experience? Number of what? Number of everything, number of C and number of H in this case, right? So the isomer of cyclohexane should have a different structure, no surprises there, but the same number of C and H. Make sense?
Mm.
And you change it to alkene already, and you are absolutely correct, no? You're absolutely correct.
Yep.
You know why?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. A very good progress. More OChem. Is it overwhelming?
And I'm happy with I can actually answer questions.
Yeah. I would be, and we are ahead of the class, and yada yada, all nice stuff, right?
Yeah.
Please, more OChem. I'll go get some drink. Okay, do you have the question, Anish?
Now it looks like this paper doesn't have any more, so I got to go for another.
Wait. Let me confirm this. In the paper
Never
2,
mind.
there is only 2 OChem question. Correct?
Eh,
There must be 2. It's
there's
very
10 questions in total. Yeah.
correct. 2, yeah? 2.
Mm.
Okay, 2 is not. 2 is no wonder. So you did run out of thing, but go to the MCQ.
Never mind. I didn't see that there's a second part to the same question.
Oh, let's finish it, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't look very straightforward, right? But
Sorry.
will the reaction map help?
How have you read so fast? Everything stopped.
Hey, wait. Sorry, Anish. Sorry, Anish. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I tell this to all my students. There is one thing that you must not imitate me. That
What?
one thing is the speed of reading. I didn't read quickly so that you will imitate me.
Oh,
That means I think that every student should read at a speed much slower than me. There are good reasons for that. But the rest of the things I do wish that you will imitate me, but I cannot force. For example, the way I think, I share with you because it might be good for you to imitate me. My reaction map, I share yada papaya. But reading speed, you can marvel at my reading speed, but never imitate that. Never. Do you want to know why? Is it important for you to know why?
I mean, it's just good to not read that fast, I guess.
Yeah, it takes experience, And actually, it's because I have to read fast. I am forced to read fast. Do you know why?
So that you can give us help.
Well, yeah, that yes, but more like you'll be pissed if I read slow. You'll be waiting for me for too long because I also have other students at the time. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So I'm forced to do it. So I get very good at it, but through a lot of experience. You don't have that experience and you do not need to have that experience. It'll be enough in exam. If you read slow, you will do fast. If you read fast, you will do slow and wrong some more. It's nonsense. Like just now, did you read properly or not?
No.
And you did it correct, but very slow because you waste time. But if you read slow, you will do fast. That is a very good thing. One more time, Ainesh. Please don't read as fast as me. Please don't. Okay? It takes a lot of sweat and effort to get there. Okay? So kindly read slowly and you can ask me any questions you want.
C3H6
is certainly a clue for a certain family. It is a direct clue of what family it belongs.
Yeah.
Which is?
Alkene.
You are absolutely correct. You get it last time correct, so this one should be correct. So we're starting with alkene. Okay, that places it very well in a certain position in the reaction map. Yes?
Yeah.
Let's see whether that helps you, lah, right? Let's see whether that helps you. Use your reaction map, lah, right?
Ethanoic acid.
Ethanoic acid is a certain guy, right? Certain guy. Now I want to highlight in your reaction map. Yeah, I want to highlight reaction map. Is there a direct route from alkene to carboxylic acid?
No.
You will do well to be very careful because according to your syllabus, there is no direct route. I will. Oh my goodness, the ethanoic acid. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I just realized something. The question is not written very nicely. Yeah? Is this guy ethanoic acid? Is this guy ethanoic acid?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, not ethanoic. What's ethanoic? It's alcohol.
Yeah, this is alcohol. And we were both misled if we didn't read carefully. It is not the nicest thing about this question. This actually means this is alcohol, not ethanoic acid. And with the help of ethanoic acid, it becomes compound Z. That's what the question actually means. Do you understand? I hope that explains why in the reaction map, there is no direct route to ethanoic acid because this is not ethanoic acid. Make sense? Is there a direct route from alkene to alcohol?
Nah.
What are you talking about? Look at your
Wait,
reaction.
alcohol. Yeah, there's plus H2.
Why is it plus H2? I'll slap you left and right.
Because C2H4 then C2H5OH, the difference is H2O.
The difference is H2. I'm sorry?
Oh, H2O.
Oh, I missed the O. I'm so sorry. No, you are right. I'm so sorry. Right. So yeah, correct. Correct. So I guess the reaction map helps. Please continue. Ainesh, what is A?
Oh, you can't see what I'm typing.
I can't. I think you have to kind of like exit it, right?
Okay, let me copy it. Pair of isomers.
Okay, A seems okay, and X is what we're trying to draw, right? So he tells you that X and Y are isomers, right? Again, back to the isomer question. What is isomer? What is the same and what is different?
So there will be 3C, 7H, and 1OH.
Clear, but what is different?
It won't be in the same format.
Good. So draw something which have a different structure. Draw something. That will be the challenge.
Oh,
Right. That will be the challenge. And it's a very visual challenge, by the way. Just treat it visually like it's a visual puzzle. Nothing more, nothing less. Any creative visual solution?
I got 6H, but not 7.
Would you please show it to me somehow? Right.
No, it's wrong. It's just
Fine. Fair. Fair. Try again. Try again.
This is so frustrating. I don't know what to do.
Okay, wait. I do need to give you a hint, but using a different substance. Okay? Yeah, right. Okay. This is the way of progress. No? Right. So I'm definitely not drawing alcohol C3 lah. I'm drawing something else, right? Okay. Would that be okay? I'm drawing, what am I drawing? Just to confirm.
Well, that's alkene.
Yep, which is C3H6 lah, if you can count. Okay, correct? Yeah, now here's a question. Okay, now, is the second guy an isomer of the first guy?
No.
You are right. You know why? You know why, yeah? You are right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, this is to say, but this is to say that for a C3H6, there is no other isomer except cyclohexane, which is not in the syllabus. So actually, the one you did just now, except that guy, and that guy is not taught in the syllabus. So we generally say, this guy have no isomer, not isomer that you would have figured out anyway, right? Fair, yeah? Okay. Now, I'm going to increase it to C4 and then ask you the same question. So a C4 will look like that, correct? C4. Then I will now extend this to C4 also. Okay, now, guy number 1, guy number 2. Is guy number 1 an isomer of guy number 2?
Takes a bit of time actually, but
Now, tell me your opinion. What do you think?
no.
It is. But why? Yeah. Okay, I just lengthen it by 1, and now there is a possibility of isomer, and I have to prove it. Because no matter what I do with guy number 1, I cannot make it look like guy number 2. For example, I flip it around. I can't. I bend it around. I can't.
Oh.
I can flip it upside down, left and right, and bend it down. I cannot make 1 like 2, whereas previously I can what? Previously, what does it look like? Previously, if I just eliminate 1C, right, just like that, then if I flip the first guy, I end up with the second guy. See, the same thing, no? See, can? Fair enough. So now with the 4C, guy number 1 is an isomer of guy number 2 for the reasons I tell you. They cannot be each other. They cannot be exactly each other. The structure is different. That's the reason why. Can? It is, however, a visual puzzle. I must admit. It is a visual thing. Can you see it or not? If you cannot, please tell me. And then,
Cannot see it. I see.
you see it, yeah? Right. So guy 1 cannot be guy 2. And this is my hint for the question. X, which is an isomer of Y, has a very similar way of doing it that what I'm doing right now. I don't mean increase the C. You're not allowed to increase the C. I mean, even with alcohol with 3C, you can do something to the identity.
So put the OH in the middle.
Please do that. Please draw that first and then confirm yourself. Can you make it into guy number 1 or not? Can or not? If cannot, then you're successful. If can, then maybe you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, what does it mean by yeah? Sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna draw it in the checks.
Oh, so please do. What do you think, Ainesh?
Yeah. Well, I just finished. Yeah. It is not the same.
So you are correct. That is the isomer. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. By moving the identities around, you can make an isomer. In fact, that's quite an easy way to make an isomer, lah. Correct? Okay. Now, time is almost up. Do you know number 3? Is number 3 in the reaction map or not?
Smelling. Oh, carboxylic acid is sweet smelling.
Okay. So okay, I'm going to say that the sweet smelling phrase is a distraction. Okay, it's a distraction. Compound Z. Hey, compound Z is not ethanoic acid. The graph doesn't make it very clear. The ethanoic acid is the guy in the arrow. Would that make sense? So compound Z is alcohol plus ethanoic acid lah. With the help of ethanoic acid, it will become compound Z. Will this be okay? Is this in the reaction map? Anya, is it in the reaction map or not? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Gotta remind you, yeah. To be fair, the reaction map is our product, so I guess falls under. You remember this arrow, right? You do remember this arrow, correct or not? You do remember, correct or not?
Which
What
are
this guy? The arrow here?
I'm not seeing anything.
I'm drawing on the Jamboard. If you cannot just look at the Zoom link.
Everything disappeared. Okay, wait, can you circle it again? Which arrow are you referring to?
Yeah. So you remember this arrow. I clearly remember that you remember.
Yeah.
And this arrow is doing this guy combined with this guy to become another guy. And you even know the result. What's the result? You did roll it what?
Ester.
Correct. So who is this guy?
Alcohol.
And this guy?
Carboxylic acid.
So is this reaction in the reaction map or not?
No.
It is. What are you talking about?
How's ethanoic the same as carboxylic?
Hello, carboxylic acid is the family name. Ethanoic acid is one of the family member. You just forgot the proper names. Ethanoic acid means 2C, so it's a CH3COOH. That's all it means.
Okay.
It's part of the family, part of the family.
Oh, then it's ester. Yeah.
Correct. Now, which doesn't give you any of the 2 marks because he wants you the proper name. That means you have to relearn. Back then, I teach you a long time ago. I teach you how to do a proper name combining this and that. You would have forgotten. And then the drawing, you also need to know what is the structure of the ethanoic acid to actually draw the ester, right? However, you have the correct idea, and once you have that, it's going to be very easy to take these 2 marks. You might have to wait a little bit longer, right? In order to. Okay. Now, really, good job for today. Now, any other questions over?
Nah.
Okay, now this is an easier time to ask you the important question. I'm not trying to torture you. I really think, first of all, it's an easier time. Why do you do this? What do you want?
Oh, come on.
I know, I'm not trying to torture you. I really think that right now is an easier thing. Let me narrow down the question a bit. Just now, I asked you, do you want to continue or not with your OCAP? And you say yes immediately. Correct? Why do you say yes?
Because we were already doing OCAP.
No, that's not the reason why. Because if you were not successful, you wouldn't say yes that easily. Right? Correct or not? Or if I didn't explain properly, or you just don't understand, then you wouldn't say yes. In fact, you already say the first reason why. You did say it. Why? Why do you want to do more? Why?
To do better.
And at this point, I really honestly ask you, know yourself. And just now you say yes quickly, you like to do better. Why? Why do you like to do better? Just the moment just now when you say yes. Why? It was a very honest yes from you, a very honest, happy yes from you. Why do you say yes?
I mean, cause like it's gratification for effort.
Yeah, a very fancy name for it makes you feel good, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask this and you see whether the answer is correct or not. Why do you want to do this question until the end? Because
Makes me feel better that I
okay,
can do more questions.
correct. And was that correct? Because you end up doing it. Did it actually make you feel like that? Did it? Did it? I mean, we are at the end of the question. Did it actually make you feel like that?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Okay. Why do you want to do this? Because it makes you feel better. I'll go one last thing. Remember, I'm not trying to torture you. Why do you think all this makes you feel good? Why? Do you have any idea why? It's not drug, correct? I'm not giving you drug. I'm not giving you a nice video to watch. I'm not giving you some sort of game to play. Why does this feel good? Because of my nice voice? Why? Is it an illusion that it feels good? Am I secretly brainwashing you that you feel good?
No, I mean like
Why?
the feeling everyone has, I guess, when they finish questions. Feel
Yeah,
like you've
that's
done
fine. Yeah. Why does it feel good to finish a question? Why did it feel good just now? Why? I know everybody feels that. And there's hope if you feel like that. That's why I want you to know why. Why? Why does it feel good to finish a question like this?
because I don't know, like a sense of completion.
And why do you feel like what is it with you that if you complete this question, I mean significantly your effort, right? I did help you but significantly your effort, correct or not? You make some mistakes fair, but it is still your effort, right? So why does all that make you feel good?
I don't know actually. Good question.
Yeah, but I tell you there is hope if you feel like that. There is hope if you feel like your effort means something. It does mean something. It's just more clearer right now. At this point, if you're honest with yourself, what do you want? The answer can be as simple as because doing this makes you feel good. That will be a rather honest answer. You want to feel good this way. Am I brainwashing you or am I understanding you a bit?
No, you're right.
Okay. Let's try this one more time. I'm not trying to torture you. What do you want, Ainesh? If you have some sort of honest answer, what do you want?
I don't know, so like continue this, I guess.
And why? Oh, good. Just go to the. I'm not saying that the feeling is everything, but the feeling is motivating. Why? What is it that you want? Why do you sacrifice time to learn this, to do this tuition, even though you will not be studying this again in year 5, most likely. I mean, actually, you want to take chemistry, is it? Okay, fine. Then you will be studying it somewhat lah in year 5. Okay, fair enough. Is that the reason why you do this? Is that why?
I mean, cause like last year I was actually decent in chemistry, and like I really like that feeling of being good in something that isn't humanities. So
Then what do you want? Is that an answer? Is that an honest answer? What do you want?
yeah,
No, you repeat that again. What do you want?
to be good at something that isn't humans.
That's an honest answer, right? That's coming from you, right?
Mhm.
Okay, fair enough. That one I can believe you. I mean, it's obvious that you feel like that. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we repeat the same slot. Would that be okay?
Mm.
And that will be the last time lah, before you, most probably the last time. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye bye.